The 1950s throwback Vegas is making a comeback at a new resort that's currently under construction, and I found it wonderful and awesome. And I want to point out that Vegas is bringing back the facade of one of the most famous hotels ever to grace the Las Vegas Strip. Also, a hotel that has a ton of history, having given a leg up to one of the most prominent African American architects of the 1950s, who also designed a building that millions of you have actually been to in your lives. And we also have the question of how gas prices will impact Las Vegas and the travel season coming up. Will it have an impact on you? Tell me in the comments below. Do you base your travel based on gas prices? We also have to ask a certain question about YouTube. Why is it that YouTubers want to make videos 10 minutes long all the time? I fell into a trap. I'm going to admit my failings and explain that in this video too. How's it going, guys? My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. It's great to have you here. It's great to do a news update in Vegas. It's great to bring you something that probably some people missed, but I'm sure some people caught. And we're talking about, in particular, the Fontainebleau. But in particular, we're talking about a building called the La Concha. Now, if you don't know the La Concha, we're going to slip over to the explainer screen so we can show you why this building matters and why it is great to see it in the renderings for the Fontainebleau that just got leaked last week not leaked, but released to the Review Journal. So to the explainer screen, here we go. So the La Concha Motel was a little motel, classic Vegas style, that would sit in front of the Riviera Hotel. And up until the early 2000s, the building still existed. The motel was gone, but it was like a lobby for a visitor center. So it really truly was classic Las Vegas, vintage Las Vegas. Unlike our channel sponsor over here, Panay Magazine, who is not vintage Las Vegas, but they are all in on the new technology. So Panay Magazine sponsors these videos, and thanks to them for doing so. They are an Ethereum 2.0 validator program, and they're over on Instagram at Panay Magazine, where they go to showcase the global Panay to the world. Now, Panay is a woman of Filipino origin. The first issue will have Panays from North America, with their future issues having Panays from Australia, the UK, the EU, New Zealand, Mexico, anywhere you can imagine, including the GCC group of countries. That's places like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. They buy the side of Resorts World 1 week out of every month of the year. That's the new age of Vegas for you, that giant third largest billboard on the planet Earth, or as Celine would say, in the world. So check them out over on Instagram by clicking the link below, as well as TKEX Exchange. They're the best validator program anywhere online for growing your Ethereum. So that is the new Vegas, our channel sponsor, versus the vintage classic Vegas. Now, the La Concha Motel was actually designed by an African-American architect named Paul Williams. And Paul Williams went on to design the LAX terminal, where you see those kind of archways. Very similar to what you see in the La Concha, which was on the Strip and is now at the Neon Museum. I would love to show you the La Concha and the whole Neon Museum, but their filming policies prevent people from enjoying the Neon Museum except from physically coming to Las Vegas. 501c3 charity, I think they would do well by allowing us to actually show it to the world, but that's their policy. But this is a rendering of the pool over at the Fontainebleau. Now, the Fontainebleau has a storied history. Doesn't go back as far as the 1950s like the La Concha, but this property is going to look great. And as you can see in this photo right here, there is a La Concha right in the middle of the pool, which makes total sense because the Fontainebleau sits only a couple of 100 yards away from the La Concha originally sat. As for the rest of the renderings of the Fontainebleau, it is very super reminiscent, I have to say, to the Resorts World. Most of these renderings we're going to see coming up here on the Review Journal are actually just renderings of ballrooms and different convention facilities, which makes sense because it's right near the world's largest convention center. I'm saying that, but I can't prove it. The Las Vegas Convention Center added 1 million square feet of exhibit space just last year when it opened up the new West Wing. But yeah, it's looking like very much like the Resorts World, which isn't inherently a bad thing, but it does lack that character and flair of some of the older classic Vegas properties. The rooms look nice. The property looks nice. We're hoping that the property itself is going to just smash it out of the park, and this area will be one of the busiest areas on the Las Vegas Strip. But it doesn't matter if it's the busiest area on the Las Vegas Strip if people aren't coming to Vegas. Now, the Fontainebleau is pegged to open up in 2024, I believe, if not 2023, if they push it real good, as the song would say. But what about those gas prices? And the question my wife and I were having is whether or not this impacts people coming to Vegas. Now, it might be argued that gas prices aren't the same as jet fuel prices, but we have to remember that 25% of all of the visitorship to Vegas does come from California. So in California and across the nation, across the world for that matter, what are gas prices where you live? Leave us a comment below. If in that case gas is 2 times as expensive, a drive into Vegas costs 2 times as much. Will that hurt people's wallets enough that they won't come? I guess it remains to be seen. If prices of everything up go around, if the prices of everything else are going up, if the prices of food and cleaning products to clean the rooms and the prices of everything that surrounds the Vegas experience are creeping up incrementally, then it might price some people out. But I do believe, just like in 2008 when Steve Wynn built, the Encore Beach Club in XS, he priced his product at a place where people that could afford it would have a place to go. So maybe we're going into that type where Vegas will have to hibernate a little bit on the budget traveler and cater more to the high-end traveler. I live here. Half the stuff we can't afford. That's just a consequence of being regular folks. But you tell me in the comments below, are you going to be looking at, traveling to Vegas, or has the gas prices changed everything for you? Now, it is important to note the last time gas prices were this high was way back in, I believe, 2008. I think the highest they ever went to was $141 a barrel, which is crazy. Right now, they're hovering around $123. But at that point, about 6 months later, gas prices were $33 a barrel. So whatever happens now, speculation about Ukraine and Russia, and I have a soft spot in my heart because my family came to Canada from the Ukraine in 1900 and 1909, respectfully. Whatever happens now dictates the price now. That dictates the price at the pump, seemingly every few days. That could change real fast, so we're going to hope that it changes real fast because we all need some kind of relief. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is, why do YouTubers make videos 10 minutes long or longer? And I've fallen into this trap before. Last year, YouTube said to all of the YouTubers, we are inserting mid-roll ads on all videos longer than 10 minutes. We're going to do it at the 5-minute mark. This means that there's more revenue for you, the video creator. So it means that some creators have a habit of stretching things out. And I know I've done it in the past as well. You're chasing that revenue. And when you look at it, the revenue doesn't really add up. You're making videos that may not be the best content, may not be punchy, may not be to the point, so you can stretch things out to 10 minutes. But what are you really doing is wasting people's time. There's a reason why people like TikTok and Instagram videos, because they're 30 minutes to 3 minutes long. They're punchy, they get to what they need to say, and they're finished. I'm doing a video essay right now over on the Tesla tunnels. You can check out the intro over on Patreon if you're not already over there. I highly recommend you check it out. If you're a channel member, you might switch over to there because I post a lot more membership-based content, and you guys get it for the same price. Point is, we can make a 20-minute long video about the Tesla tunnels, and we can make a great video, but it'll be worthwhile. These news updates, they don't always have to be 10 minutes long. So more news updates, more punchy and to the point. That's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully you guys will subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That would be absolutely fantastic of you. And check out our channel sponsors, Panay Magazine, by clicking the link in the first comment pinned up in this video. Tell us if you're coming to Vegas based on the gas prices, or if that's going to change your plans for vacationing. Also, there should be another video floating around my head at some place over here or here. I'm reversed on the camera. So make sure you click that video. You might be interested in what it has to say because it's more of this type of content. And also throw us that subscription and hit the bell. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. This is an XLR microphone. We have moved away from USB territory. See how it sounds? Let me know in the comments. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much for watching. You're the best part of my day. Click!